gonna go ahead and pull the drive shaft out and change out these U-joints. Oh shit. Oh crap, man. Look at this, guys. Shit. Look at the clip. Clip's not in. Holy crap, man. That could have been disastrous. I already tore up the floors in the Charger over some shit like this. Crap, look at the screws. So here's a good screw. See how there's threads all the way up to the base? Look at this screw. This thing was beaten on the threads right here. You can see how it flattened them all out. It looks like a shoulder bolt, but it's not. Well, I'm glad we caught this when we did. I thought the vibration was coming from the wheels, and when I changed the wheels, I thought it settled down. So at Willow Springs, it was a longer track, but we had tall gears in the car. So the vibration, it was there, but it wasn't as bad. When I switched the gears out, went to the lower gear, it seemed like the vibration was coming in way sooner, you know. But fortunately at Paris, it's only a 330-foot track. So I think if we had raced this car with the lower gears at Willow Springs, this thing probably would have came apart, you know, in the second half of the track. So yeah, I'm just counting my lucky stars. Look at that. The clip just completely came out. Man. All right. All right, so I got some Moogs 246s. These are greasable U-joints going through the end cap like that. And it's the smaller one, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the Belvedere and see if those hold up. Shit, look at that. Clip completely popped out. All right, I'm gonna show you how to change the U-joints. All right, so to the yoke on the rear end, it's the easy part. You have the caps. We took those off. Now you got these caps in here. You need to pop these clips out. Hit it with the hammer. Hit the clip with the hammer. We got it out enough we can hook it off. All right. Now this one. All right, that clips out. I have this guy. This is basically a ball joint, U-joint press. You can rent these from O'Reilly's or AutoZone. It's basically used for removing ball joints on GM cars because their ball joints are pressed in. You don't use these on a Mopar because they're threaded in on a Mopar. You use a giant socket to screw it in. But these are good for pressing these guys out. It's better to use this than a hammer because a hammer could, you know, you could hit the drive shaft and damage it, bend it, and you got a hellacious vibration. Just set that guy like that. Tore up that Zerk fitting. I don't like these Zerk fittings in the body like that. There's just not enough room in here. Feels okay. Put some grease in here so everything slides good. All right, before we put the back one back in, let's do the front one. This one's a little more tricky because you got the yoke on here. I think that's the edge of the clip. Let's see, yep. And so we got to pull all these clips out. There's one. For some reason I thought we changed these, but obviously not. These are old. Okay, so see how I can't get to this one because the clip, basically the clip on this side is turned like this. So I can't catch that edge. So I'm gonna have to go from this side, try to find that edge. Should be here. So I think I see it. I think it's right there. Let me see if I can get in there. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, look how old that guy is. Shit, man, this thing might be original to the car. Okay, now for the yoke, it's hard to see anything with all this grease and caked on grime. All right, you know what? I'm having a hard time seeing the edge of the clip. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off from the drive shaft side first, and then we'll pull the yoke side off once we have it out. Alright, now we can get in here a little bit better. I think this usually is original. Alright, remember how that came apart because it has to go together the same way. Alright, to get these in, take all the caps off and just slide it in like so. And then you're going to push it through one end and start to get the cap on. Make sure you don't let any of those little roller bearings fall out. Alright, you guys know how much I like grease. Like my life being as easy as possible. So we put some grease around the cap so that it slides in just fine. So now that we got this cap in, we're going to take this clip and we're going to snap it into that groove. All right, snapped in. Okay, now more than likely this cap is too far that way. So when we push this cap on, it's gonna push the cap in and it's gonna push this cap against the yoke and it's gonna push the U-joint and the caps together so we could get the clip in on this side. You wanna make sure you get, try to keep this even so you don't get any of your roller pins moving on you and falling out. So that clip pushed up against the yoke now. Get another clip in there. Needs to be a little more. I forgot to put grease on this side too. All right. That one's been in. Try to keep that cap on as much as possible. grease on there. I've never seen these before. I don't know how this works. I don't know if you just push the regular grease gun against it and it greases it. We'll see. It probably takes a special deal. Yeah, I don't think it's doing anything. Anyway, look into that later. The U-joints do have grease in them, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh no, 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 no. See all the roller bearings came out? Okay. See how that happen, you just put them back in. Push them all down, make sure you don't lose one. The grease pretty much holds everything together. Put a little more grease in there. I think this rubber piece is supposed to keep all the bearings in. And for these, we go ahead and just throw the snap ring in and throw that cap on. Okay. Ready to go back in. Alright. Let me go see if I can find a replacement for this. This one is negligible. I think it's okay, but if I can find another one, I'm gonna use a different one. feel. That was way better. It's like a completely different car. At low speed, I don't feel any vibration. It feels really good. I'll get on it a little bit up here. I'm in a residential track, so I can't jump on it hard or haul ass. So just try to give it a little acceleration and see what it feels like. Feels good. Man, Doorthy and I dodged a bullet. God, that could have been a disaster at duct tape. But I feel really good about the car now. Track's good, goes straight down the road, doesn't vibrate. I feel really good about it. I think next time out, when we race against the guys, we're gonna go ahead and put those large Mickey Thompsons back on the back of this, and I think it'll improve traction a lot. But for me, what's next is duct tape. So I'm gonna end up putting slicks on the car. You know, all the stuff we did to the car to improve traction is really gonna be null and void at duct tape. The car is probably gonna go as fast as it did last time, because I don't think it had any spinning issues last time. You know, putting slicks on a car kind of throws it over the top, especially when a car like this that's not making a ton of horsepower. So the slicks just get the car to hook and go and boogie. So we didn't have to do all this stuff with the slick. But since in this competition we're running hard tire, you know, we've got to go above and beyond to do everything we can to get the car to hook up. Anyway, I feel really good about the car.